Michael Jackson song where he starts by doing his like. It's a great song, but it's like his vocal, dude. It's Space Jam. Yeah. Well, they have the Michael Jackson song Jam, and it's like the snare is the loudest thing. It's a great mix too. But he's just like. Is it going now?
With his sister, Scream. It was like way later, like when they were both kind of shitty. But it was a cool song.
Yeah, no, I liked it, man. It was like until it was cool to not like it. And Are we going now? Yeah. Okay. Hi. Can we hear you? Is the microphone working today?
I will plug in until you can. I'm gonna watch you on Periscope.
Yeah. Hey guys, here we are again, week 3 of the Transcendence rehearsals. Well, actually, we've been going for significantly longer than that, but week 3 of our Periscope version of it. Where are we at this week? We have been doing a ton of rehearsals. We've got a lot of music, and I have been on a writing tear this weekend and this last week. So there's been a bunch of new things, but now we're at the point where as is atypical for us, we're trying to whittle down the amount of material several months prior to the recording as opposed to the week before, right? So now we've got, there's going to be probably 10 or 11 songs on the record total because I personally have a tendency of making really long records that tend to sort of overstay their welcome. But there will also be a ton of bonus material, like there's 40 or 50 songs that aren't making the cut. But for me, it's about trying to find the aesthetic of the record and what it is it's trying to get across. And just this weekend, from a lyrical point of view, I really think I got it. So I'm really excited about this one. So now we're working on click tracks. We're getting everything gridded up. So when we go into the studio, the tempos will be correct. And again, that's a part of the process that we usually don't get till way later. So yeah, we're ahead of schedule, which is great. Yeah, and here we are again. It's Tuesday, and if I don't know if you can see from up there, but Beav and Dave showed up today wearing the same shirt but opposite. So, well, not the same shirt, but that's funny. Because it's a color and it's the same. And yeah, same but different. And we've been sort of doing things individually as well. Ryan and I came in earlier today and worked between us, and Dave and I have been working on guitar parts, and Beav and I and Mike and I. So it's been really a cool sort of productive period. And again, it's I figured out what the lyrical slant for this record will be, and what typically happens is it's like this sort of strange archaeological dig where you'll see something sticking out of the proverbial ground, and you just keep excavating it until it makes itself clear. And the rainy weather here in Vancouver over the past month or so, and it's been really misty and really dramatic, and that kind of energy has really led to some creative bursts for me that I think will be great, potentially. So we're getting back into it, and again, we're going to get to the point with these Periscope things where we'll play you some music, whether or not it's old stuff that we can do some jamming for you or what have you, or some new stuff as well. But let's start with some questions. Is there any questions, Mike?
Somebody asked, in a world of singles, why albums?
Because we are old. That's why, in a world of singles. Yeah, in a world of singles, why albums was the question, and my particular answer is we are old school. Well, actually, I just really think that for me, still, making a record, it's about a blueprint through a certain frame of mind that encapsulates a year or sometimes longer, and it needs to have a beginning, a middle, and a summary in order for what it is that I'm trying to put across, what we're trying to put across, can be put across. Otherwise, it's statement, statement, statement. And I like to think of albums as sort of like a book or a movie, and it may be an antiquated form, but I still think that way, right? No? Yeah.
Are you ever going to utilize a 9-string?
A 9-string? No. No. because Meshuggah does it better than all of everybody. So why would you bother? No, that's not true. I mean, we got Beav for those strings. Yeah? Plus, it would force us to have to learn a different thing. And what?
Will there be a disgustingly poppy song?
Well, there was a couple that have been floating around, but I think you see, the thing is, there is so much music that has been floating around for this Transcendence project, and it's about trying to find 10 that do the same thing and lead to a common trajectory, and sort of dropping certain poppy songs in the midst of this really sort of light and dark, overly dramatic stuff just doesn't seem to be working so far. But on the bonus discs, oh yeah, there'll be tons. And that's the thing I was going to say as well, is in this sort of day and age of why would you bother buying records? Like, why would anybody bother buying records, regardless of the artwork or any of that? I got a bunch of ideas for the physical product that I think will really make it cool, like a ton of bonus stuff. And you know, usually what happens is when you master something at the end, everybody's going to give you shit. They're like, oh, you're crushing it. It's a loudness war. I was thinking we should just release the unmastered version as well. And you can master it yourself. And then I can do the one that I want. And then you can do the one that you want. And then, you know, yeah. So it's like, oh, you crushed the master. It's like, well, do it yourself. And then you can listen to that one. And I'll listen to the one that I like. So there you go. That's a good idea. Go. Vowel movements? Yeah, man, that's my whole trip.
I want to know if there's a theme developing for the record.
Yeah, like, I think for us as well, like, you can look at it from 2 points of view. As a band, we've been doing this together now for about 10 years, really. And it's a really productive working environment where everybody's strengths complement everybody else's. So, you know, we're all so different, like any other band. But when you put us into a room, like, where one person excels, another person might be lower, and then you get a straight line of everybody's strengths. And the idea of sort of getting over it as well is a big thing. For me personally, on a lyrical front, like, the idea of transcending your own bullshit, I think, is really where I'm at. Like, you know, I'm trying to get my life and body and all these sorts of things together after years of not. And I think that that sort of sense of clarity really all points to just, you got to kind of get over yourself. And that's where it's at lyrically. And I think as a band, it's about coming together and sort of trying to identify through my perception of it, and then how we put it all together, what it is that we collectively represent as an energy. There's the vowel movement that we spoke of earlier. Any other? Oh, no. Hey, Beav. Yeah, how's it
Thank you for the music getting into our souls.
Oh, you're welcome.
Interested in going back to a key casualty with cool sound?
If it happens. I mean, the thing is, I'm doing interviews for Casualties right now, but when I was doing Casualties, it's all I was thinking about. And then now this is all I'm thinking about. And so my monotasking abilities are at an all-time high. Okay, last time we played, what did we play? We played Looks at Kill, right? What can we play this time? So we don't have to do any DTP type stuff. We're in open C tuning. It's just, you can't really do that, can you? Do we have standard guitars? Did you bring it? Okay, let's plug in the standard ones, man. Yeah, I'll start. We'll see. We do our revival.
Whatever it is, I don't know how to play it.
That makes 5 of us.
Something about whether the movement is the same on casualties as on
Dark Matter? Yeah, it is. There's a whole thing. Let me get the mic again.
Someone asked if we could play it through the mic.
The whole concept of the Casualties thing and what have you is that's where Ziltoid is currently banished to. The Casualties moon. We got something? single coils in here.
Gotta do something that Dave would know.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
What do we know?
Nothing.
We don't know anything, do we? In standard, what do you know, Mike?
Mike says that fire.
Fat fire? Oh, yeah. Yeah, fat fire. Buy our record. This one's not really set up for it.
Exploded.
Dude, it's on its way, so it's gonna happen anytime here.
Where's that?
Where's my phone?
Oh, not bad.
From you.
Where's my phone?
Well, I think it's behind the
He
thing.
just went.
Everything went terribly wrong.
Right. Where is it?
Everyone's laughing, dude.
There it is.
Yeah, Periscope town.
Destroyed the theater. It was like
Ah!
a horrible.
Yeah! Wait.
Oh, it's so metal. The phone fell.
Whoops.
It's because it was so epic. We still there? Oh! Okay, well, because you see, that's where we're at as a band right now, is playing
We need the
shitty
practice.
copies of our own music. Shitty versions of our own music. So we'll see you next week, and thanks for paying attention. And I got to find Mike's little your fisheye lens, because that's behind the fucking thing now. So thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next week. Woo!